Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Minnesota Beer Banter. I'm your host, Beer Master from Minnesota, and today we're going to try a beer from Ursa Minor called Pterodactyl Screams. Now, there is no description on the can of the actual beer itself, but they do kind of have a saying on there about the brewery, which reads, "Our beer is many things, but it is always relatable, innovative, purposeful, and locally minded, and incredible. We care about our beer as much as we care about those who drink it." That's kind of a nice sentiment for a beer. Let's open this bad boy up and see what's inside. Right after the pour, I was honestly expecting something a little different. Being a milkshake IPA, I thought it would be a little more hazy or cloudy, but it just looks like a normal amber or IPA color, very golden and brown, kind of got some cool hues to it. I did notice right away like a sweetness, kind of reminded me like when you were eating a big old bowl of Fruity Pebbles cereal, just kind of like that sweet milk combination. But yeah, definitely, even on the smell, you definitely get a little bit of that like milk smells from like the lactose sugars. You get a little bit of that like sweetness. It's very like thick in my mouth. It kind of reminds me of like the flavors of like what your milk would taste like after you've eaten all the cereal, that like super flavorful forward. Definitely a lot of like sweet sugar flavors. I'm having a hard time picking out like a particular sweet, but maybe like cherries without the tartness, or like strawberries. There's almost like some tropical notes to it, so like some passion fruit perhaps, or dragon fruit. So it's very hard to like pinpoint a particular flavor, which I think makes this beer very interesting. It's kind of a mystery for me. This is definitely something where if I was enjoying this with like a nice piece of meat, something to kind of balance out some of the fats or acids, that sweetness might be good. Definitely worth trying out, see what you think. This particular brewery, Ursa Minor, is in Duluth. This is the last brewery of our road trip to Duluth. So if you didn't get a chance to check out that video from last week, kind of get you caught up on what we did for the road trip to Duluth. I think for this particular beer, because it's so unique and so different, I would probably go ahead and give this beer a 78. Still really good, but I'm still undecided. I think I'm gonna have to finish the rest of this can and then I'll let you guys know. As always, grab a beer, cheers a friend, and hit that like button. But it definitely just looks like a kind of a traditional IPA, maybe a little more amber.